Hello everybody and welcome from Tech at Lowell. This is Heather and I'm just going to walk you through a few changes we've been making to our teens section. Nothing too crazy, I promise, but let's go ahead and get started. So if you look, nothing's looking too crazy. We haven't really moved any shelves. I've just raised a few. But when we come in now, this is our YA book club display. We used to have a little nonfiction and maker section right here. Don't worry, we haven't gotten rid of it. It's just migrated to a new location. And then right next to our book club display, we have our MIDI section with its own new section. New little shelf tags as well. Moved it over here so it could have a little more room to expand and not be back in the corner. Now, as we move along, here is our nonfiction, which was combined with our test prep. So I promised you I didn't get rid of it. Just got a little bit of a selection of books, and then right below the nonfiction you will find your Battle of the Books for both high school and middle school as always. And as we turn the corner now, in the back we have our graphic novels, which is a very popular section, but it used to kind of be a little hidden. Now it is staring you right in the face when you turn this corner. We've got sort of like our mangas and our one-off graphic novels from like indie writers. Then I've got my Star Wars and Star Trek separated out. And then we have separated Marvel and DC so that it's easier to tell which is which. Plus lots of display room for that and a little more room to add more as we go. The biggest change, we're going to come up here towards the front, is that we have now separated out our regular YA books by genre. So as you will see here in the new section, each book now has a sticker marking what genre it is. So we went with 6 separate genres. There is fantasy, fiction, romance, mystery, historical, and science fiction. Now, obviously with only 6 genres, it's not too narrowed down, but we figured 6 pretty broad categories would give you a good idea of what things are about. And then when I was sorting them out, I tried to pick what was the main genre. So like, obviously Midnight Sun is the Twilight series. It's in romance, even though it has paranormal aspects. So you will run across some of that, but that's pretty normal. And also an addition is this is only for the Tech at Lowell YA books. This is not system-wide. This is just something we're doing here to see how y'all like it. So we've got our new books and the genres are mixed in, but still labeled. But then as you go, we'll start with fantasy, and the fantasy runs from A to Z, just like we normally do. And then we move into fiction, which is going to include a lot of like sports stories, general life stories. Ended up being a little bit of a catch-all with our stuff, but definitely no like fantasy or science fiction elements, and romance will most likely not be the focus of the story. Instead, then we got our romance, then mystery, historical, and then last but not least, science fiction. So each book is labeled with a spine tag, and then each shelf has a corresponding label so that it's easy to find which book goes on which shelf and what each genre shelf is. So this carries over to all YA books except those we have put in the MIDI section here at Tech, including those on Battle of the Books. So if you're doing Battle of the Books, it makes it a little fun to try that. Alright, and that's about all we have done. I hope you like the way it is. We're liking how the shelves are looking, even if I did have to fiddle with them a bit. So next time you come in, come take a look. If you need help finding anything, as always, you can ask us. And then I may install a little comment box over here to see what y'all are thinking, so you don't have to come and tell it to my face. And then we hope to see you all soon. But until then, have fun and keep reading. Bye, guys!